Hello, welcome to another video. I've got the Laddo here again today. Say hello.
Hello.
Today's video is going to be about the importance of lessons. As an actor, lessons are vital. I mean, it sounds kind of obvious, I know, but you know, it's something you definitely need to be working at actively. So we've got questions again, so fire away.
So on a previous video we talked about your time doing extra work and the agent you was with. What came after that?
Okay, well, I think I touched slightly upon that No Sleep for Us short film I did. That was the first thing I did, but after that I was you know, I recognised that I needed to start getting some lessons, really, you know, to stay active. I wasn't too sure what kind of group I was looking for, whether it be theatre or, you know, some sort of drama group or something. So that's what I started looking for thereafter.
How important is it to have lessons?
It's vital, you know. No actor is born into acting god mode who can just act on demand. You know, it's a craft. You're constantly learning from your peers and others around you and trying to improve your skills and stuff like that. And it's about like keeping the muscle working, you know, like the brain, practicing those skills. Things come a little more easy and a little more natural the more you practice, you know, the better you get. So yeah, it's absolutely vital to get lessons, and probably specifically for like what area you want to work in. Do you want to work in stage? Do you want to work in you know, the theatre? Do you want to work in TV and film? All these different avenues of acting have slightly different requirements to the discipline, but you know, can have a lot of crossovers. But yeah.
Do you find the monthly lessons useful?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Otherwise I won't keep doing them. Yeah, the monthly lessons I go to, by the way, I'll mention, is Midland Screen Acting School. It's run by Rachel Shenton, Oscar winner actress. Some of you guys might recognise her from All Creatures Great and Small. She's currently on another show called The Rumours. She was also in Hollyoaks, and yeah, that's run out of Stoke University.
What is the thing you value the most about having the lessons?
The most important thing about the lessons, hold on, we've got a chap on his doggy. That's a lovely looking boy. How you doing? Hello. All right, we're going to go down this way. Yeah, so the most important thing, sorry, what's the question? What's the most important thing I get out of the lessons?
What is the thing you value the most?
I value the most. So getting taught by an actress, actively working in the field, you know, in the industry, up to scratch on industry knowledge and what's now, you know, the ins, the outs, the do's, the don'ts, etc. This is like invaluable kind of information that you can pick up, really. And other than that, apart from practicing skills with the tasks we get given and stuff, is just not only the feedback from Rachel on like our little performances and stuff we do, but also that of my peers, the other people that attend the sessions. And furthermore, when I'm watching their pieces, you know, when we get all given the same task, say like we get given the same task, for example, right, and it might be just 4 or 5 lines, yeah, on a very, very, very simple script. And you might think there's not much room for interpretation, right? But I guarantee you, nearly every single one of us will have a slight different take on it, a slight different angle. And it just kind of like opens up your mind a little bit to the different possibilities.
How did you find MSAS?
So I found MSAS, Midland Screen Acting School, on came across it via Amanda. That's Amanda Andrews. I was reaching out on Facebook groups, and I think I actually reached out to a post on Actors UK on Facebook, and asking about looking for, you know, local classes. Does anybody have any suggestions? And took any suggestions, left or right. I know where we're going if we go that way.
That way then.
No influence. Just going to swap hands here a sec. So yeah, Actors UK, I put out a post looking for like local classes and stuff, and Amanda picked up the post. At the time, this was acting mechanics. And then I was with them for about 6-7 months before they changed to MSAS. What?
This is what you just said. Have you not seen the meme?
Have I seen the meme?
The 6-7 meme.
The 6-7 meme? No, I've got no idea what you're on about.
This video's gonna go viral.
Is that what you're doing when you go 6-7?
Yeah. This video's gonna go viral after that.
Okay, apparently it's gonna go viral because of 6-7. All right. Anyway, yeah, I was with them for 6-7 months before they changed the name to Midland Screen Acting School. So I've done 2 full years. I'm starting my 3rd. I did 2 6 months with them before that, and then the 6 months with acting mechanics. So it's like 3.5 years. It'll be 4.5 years once this course is done. Yeah, I've answered that question now, haven't I?
Yeah. What kind of training are you specifically receiving?
So this is specifically for screen. I mean, it's kind of in the name, Midland Screen Acting School. And it's vastly different. I mean, every actor thinks they're a good actor, right? That they're a fair actor. Self-doubts and stuff aside, you always, you know, feel you're doing a good job, whatever. But when I first met Amanda, like, I'd never done an audition before.
Yeah.
And she's got her own private studio. And we set it up so that I'd go round to her studio and meet her for the first time in a place I wasn't familiar with, you know, with my script, or for my American friends' sides and sides. Yeah, in America they're called, you know, when you get like a short audition script or whatever, they call it sides.
Oh, right, okay.
But yeah, so it was like a mock audition, right? And I went in and I was like giving the expression and, like, you know, really kind of bold and out there and big.
Make yourself look like a bit of a plonker.
Well, she just went, well, okay, John. Well, I think if that was a proper audition, I think I would just say, thank you very much for coming. And that would be it. I was like, oh, okay. I thought I did a good job.
Yeah.
But no, screen is much more minimal.
Yeah.
Like, less is more. It's about being natural, you know? Like when you read in a book, you're not reading it like, oh, like that, are you? You know, you're just reading.
Yeah.
So, but also, interestingly, like, you can be a little more expressive, but it depends on the lens.
Yeah.
If you've got like a wider lens and you've got a wider field of view, then you can afford to be a little more expressive with your arms and your body. But when you've got the camera up here on your face, if you're moving your body around,
You're not gonna see it.
well, not just that, it's gonna, like if I'm doing that, it's like it'll pull my body
Yeah.
a little bit, and my head will end up like moving around a bit, and it'll be distracting.
Yeah. What opportunities have you gotten whilst being there?
Well, I got a job, a corporate job, last year, which was for, I think it was Travel Line, one of the train companies, to do like a training video. So we actually had to do filming, acting in the middle of a day at Manchester train station, you know, in the middle of, you know, the busy hours and stuff, which was an experience. I've had opportunities to audition, and I've also actually had opportunities to work on the other side of a camera, in helping out with like back of the scenes production and stuff, with Slick Films, which is run and helped out by Rachel and Chris Overton. So I've been able to do a couple of jobs with them, and it's actually an eye-opening experience because you get to see all the work that goes on behind the camera and the amount of work, you know, so it gives you an appreciation.
So beyond the technical aspects, how do you feel monthly lessons impact your confidence, creativity or daily life?
Ooh. Well, it definitely gets me going creatively. If it hadn't been for MSAS, I don't think I would have developed in a way to be more proactive as I am now, creating my own short film, creating little pieces for social media and social media content. You know, it keeps me active and, let's say, one foot in the door, so to speak, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stand here and take a breather. That one was a bit steep coming up there, wasn't it?
The wrong way.
So yeah, it keeps me active. And what's the other point about it? It's a creativity and
Confident or daily life.
so confidence-wise, I think in these past 4 years I've grown massively. As I've said in the past, like I have a certain amount of anxiety, and when it's at its worst, it makes me want to get in the car and turn around and go back the other way. Sometimes even now, like it's like butterflies, but horrible butterflies, if that makes sense. Just want to turn the car around and go home. But I've pushed myself through it. And the more you do that and, you know, put yourself in situations where you might be a little more uncomfortable, you get better at doing it.
Yeah.
Until you become kind of accustomed. So it's definitely helped that aspect. And again, then confidence with my creativity and stuff. I feel I've come on a long way as an actor. Like, I feel I'm at a point where, I mean, I would say I'm fairly ready for a job on set, you know, working in a soap, in a drama, supportive roles in a film or something as such. Every actor will say that, but then you've just got to keep working, you know, to get that opportunity. It's not just going to arrive. I can't just keep waiting. It's why I'm making all this content and stuff to try and push myself. So on that daily aspect of life as well, it's definitely kind of changed that, because I'm more actively thinking of ways to keep trying, you know, to get my foot in the door, get myself noticed, and things like that.
What's one key benefit you consistently gain from attending lessons that you might miss if you didn't go?
I think I've already kind of touched on that a little bit. Just again, getting the active critical feedback from my peers, from Rachel and Amanda, keeping myself mentally training and working actively, you know, trying to better myself and my craft. If I wasn't going to monthly classes, you'd probably, or I'd probably end up in that kind of like procrastination stage. And oh my God, look at the size of that mushroom.
Holy moly.
I've got to show you guys this. Let's turn it around.
Crikey. That's a big one.
I think it's mushroom season. Yeah. I doubt they're the type to pick. Probably wouldn't do you very well. But yeah, it's just keeping myself active and keeping myself going so I don't end up in that procrastination stage and just kind of like waiting for things to happen. You've got to go and make things happen for yourself.
Yeah. What are your goals and dreams? What do you want to achieve in your career?
Okay. Well, I think, yeah, I've said before, like an Oscar would be a dream, an absolute dream. But, well, that's probably like for most actors as well. But it's not the goal.
Yeah.
You know, that's an important distinction. It'd be nice, but it's not the goal. The goal for me is just to try and bring some joy, happiness, and shift people into emotions, you know, they didn't know they had or could connect with, and, you know, through my performances. I just want to make people laugh, cry, and everything in between, really. That's the ultimate thing. I think as terms as career, I think my heart would be in with the British film and TV drama kind of things, moving from one project to another. I wouldn't mind doing a soap for a short while, maybe like 6 months, a year. But ultimately, I don't think I would want to get staying in that role. I would just like to branch out and keep exploring more and more roles, you know, living the lives of many different characters, however long my career might last.
Last one from me. Do you think you would ever leave acting again? No, I'm here for the long haul. It's like, I know if I quit on myself now or again, like, I'm not just quitting on myself, you know, I'm also quitting on my hopes, my dreams, my family. I mean, I'd be showing you a great lesson by doing so. In my own opinion. I mean, there's always an argument that, you know, it's okay to quit in some aspects of things, but like, if this is your heart, your passion, your soul, and you want to give it everything, you can't quit on that. You know, you have to keep going. And yeah, I know what it would mean as well. Like, I would probably sink a little bit into, well, I fear I'd sink back to how I used to be a little bit, like, you know, mentally and stuff, and have all of that kind of stuff pop back up again. I don't want to be in that space again. So, you know, the only option for me is to keep pressing forward, keep going. And that's it. That's the last one. All right. Did I have any other notes? I don't think I did. Yeah, I think that's everything I've got to pass on that one, guys. I'll give on that one. So I'm going to bring this video to an end. Are you tracking or not? I hope so, because I don't want to be doing this video again. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. Thanks for spending some of your time with us today. If you've enjoyed the video, please do a thumbs up and all that good jazz. Any thoughts, opinions, suggestions, please leave them in the comments down below. And as always, I'll see you soon. Take care.